Born in Redding, California in 1928, Leland H. Ruth was raised by his father Paul after his mother Edith passed away when Lee was only 1.5 years old. Until the 5th grade, Lee lived in a one-room cabin built by his father, later moving to a ranch north of Redding where they raised beef cattle, hogs, and chickens. Here, their 4-room house had no water, electricity, telephone, or indoor plumbing. Lee did all kinds of farm work to help his father and attended school in a one-room schoolhouse with 30 other children. In 1941, Lee enrolled in Shasta High School, where he was active in the vocational ag program and served as treasurer, vice president, and president of the Future Farmers of America. When he was 17, Lee enlisted in the U.S. Army and was assigned to the 82nd Airborne Division in Frankfurt, Germany. After military service, Lee entered college, and in 1953 he graduated with honors from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo with a B.S. in animal science, and later a master's in agricultural education. He worked as a high school vocational ag instructor for 6 years, where he first developed an interest in how cooperatives could be utilized to serve farmers. This interest blossomed and led him to join the Agricultural Council of California as Director of Information in 1961. He left the Ag Council to teach for a few years, but came back in 1967 as Director of Legislation, and by 1983, he had been promoted to President. As president, Lee served as spokesman for agricultural cooperatives at the state, national, and international levels. He was also a huge proponent of education and training, and was always devising strategies to strengthen existing cooperatives and promote their development. For example, in 1987, he helped pass legislation that established the Center for Cooperatives at UC Davis. This was one of the first such centers of its time, and it served as a model for centers across the country. Starting in 1990, he co-chaired the National Rural Cooperative Development Task Force, where he was instrumental in creating a USDA grant program supporting rural cooperative development. These efforts fueled the development of Cooperation Works, a network of cooperative development centers that continues to be funded in part by USDA. Following his retirement from the Ag Council in 1993, Lee continued to devote his energies to the cooperative way of life. When energy was deregulated in California, Lee was quick to organize cooperative responses. Between 1997 and 2002, Lee was the principal coordinator of the California Electric Users Cooperatives and served as a consultant in the development of Clean Power Cooperative and Golden State Power Cooperative. In 2006, Lee helped organize the California Center for Cooperative Development and has served on its board since that time. In addition, when state legislature passed a law putting a moratorium on the burning of agricultural waste, Lee was instrumental in exploring how co-ops could be a part of the solution. The California Orchard Wood Co-op was thus created as a way to generate biomass and energy from the prunings and provide revenue and environmental benefits to farmers. Lee's involvement on cooperative boards are simply too numerous to mention, as are the many accolades he has won over the years. He is a prized colleague who teaches by example, showing others how to build bipartisan coalitions for the common good. Lee's international work is also a highlight of his dedication and service. He has represented a number of organizations on trips abroad, including the National Council of Farmer Cooperatives. He has also worked in Eastern Europe in his father's native Lithuania to help local farm groups develop cooperatives. He helped found an extensive nonprofit farm demonstration center there and currently serves as an officer of the board of its forestry and farm center. How Lee found time for family is anyone's guess. He has 5 children, 8 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. He and his wife Therese enjoy gardening and are involved with the Renaissance Society, a learning and retirement program associated with Sacramento State University. Lee Ruth is a cooperative statesman. By leading the fight for resources for cooperatives at the state and national level, he has made a difference for countless farmers nationwide. His quiet, steady demeanor belies his passion for helping people gain economic security, markets, and opportunities through cooperatives. But his legacy certainly proves it. Tonight, we are honored to induct Leland H. Ruth into the Cooperative Hall of Fame.